Is Kenya sleepwalking into a uniformed democracy? That is a question echoing across the country as President William Ruto's administration appears to blur the once sacred lines between politics and the security forces.
The power to enforce the law and order.
Gone are the days when the police patrolled the streets and the army guarded the borders. Now, they are front and center, clapping, chanting, and some might argue, campaigning.
Any information acquired by me.
Leading the brass section of this curious political symphony is none other than Inspector General Douglas Kanja. Traditionally, police chiefs only stepped into the spotlight during national crisis. A terror attack here, a security briefing there.
My sincere gratitude to His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for appointing me as the Inspector General, National Police Service.
But Kanja has recently traded his baton for a political microphone, with his third turn coming during President Ruto's latest PR pilgrimage at Mount Kenya.
Pia kuna mkubwa ya polisi ya Kenya, Inspector General ya National Police Service, anaitwa Douglas Magaithia ya IG.
Nimukenete nikuona president ito aha na mugachokia gatho nimukwenda achoke rigi no yagathe.
There, before a crowd of supporters and flashing cameras, Kanja didn't just stand behind the president. He entertained him. His public appearance has since triggered constitutional alarms, louder than a police siren at midnight.
It symbolizes the Inspector General's commitment to serving the country with integrity, professionalism, and dedication to the welfare of its citizens.
The Law Society of Kenya has taken none too kindly to what they see as the Inspector General's impromptu audition for political backup dancer. In a scathing statement, LSK President Faith Odhiambo accused Kanja of ditching his duty and donning a new role, presidential hype man.
Nimukenete nikuona president ito aha na mugachokia gatho nimukwenda achoke rigi no yagathe.
According to the LSK, Kanja's appearance and speech at the rally were not just avoidable but unwarranted, possibly even unconstitutional. The statement reads like a legal horror story, chapter by chapter, detailing Kanja's alleged violations, from compromising the neutrality of his office to turning a blind eye to Kenya's pressing security problems in favor of basking in political sunshine. The participation and remarks of the Inspector General raises serious institutional concerns for the National Police Service, as they were not only avoidable but also unwarranted. From the onset, we must point out that the Inspector General has a constitutional obligation to serve all Kenyans impartially, regardless of political affiliation. We are apprehensive that the events in Nyeri yesterday amounted to a political gimmick, whose unintended effect may be the ostracization of parts of the population that hold alternative political views from those advanced by Mr. Kanja through his presence and remarks at yesterday's rally. Such a situation is untenable and amounts to an inexcusable violation of the constitutional edicts incumbent upon the Inspector General.
It is a huge and solemn call to serve my country.
Now, the society reminded Mr. Kanja, perhaps louder than necessary, that he swore an oath to the Constitution, not to the campaign trail. His action, they argue, activate Article 247, the nuclear button for removing an Inspector General who violates the law. The Inspector General is constitutionally required to act impartially and is exempt from acting at the whims of any person or to advance any purpose that does not reflect the constitutional principles of national security. The natural conclusion is, therefore, that Mr. Kanja's decision to attend and address a political rally was a lapse in judgment made of his own volition, for which he must bear the full consequences of the law.
And I wish to give my assurance to all Kenyans that together we will serve our country.
And just when you thought the uniforms couldn't get any more politicized, in comes Chief of Defense Forces Charles Kahariri, who's also been raising eyebrows and constitutional concerns for indirectly criticizing anti-Ruto's sentiments.
Of how politics goes and all that, by the way, the military, one of the core values is that we are apolitical. We don't support any political side. We defend the constitution and the government of the day, duly elected by the people. So wakati watu wanaamua kwamba tumechoka na hii serikali na mulichagua wenyewe, alafu mnasema must go, that must go must be done according to the constitution. Si ni kweli? Yeah, so that's why people question kwa nini military inakuwa deployed. We have a responsibility. We took an oath to defend the constitution, to defend the republic.
Our critics argue that both the police and the military have crossed the line from defenders of democracy to foot soldiers of political affirmation.
Hatutaki Ruto anaamrisha vijana wanajeshi wetu kutoa matamshi ambao hailingani na katiba yetu. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni onyo tu simple, hatutakubali mambo kama haya.
Hatutaki tuone hali tena majenerali wanaanza kusomea wananchi. We don't want the military to intimidate the citizens of the republic.
While Kanja and Kahariri may claim they were just doing their jobs, Kenyans and particularly the legal fraternity see something far more alarming: a dangerous dance between state power and political loyalty.
Please, usilete siasa kwa mambo ya majeshi. Majeshi kazi yao ni kulinda Kenya from external enemies. And that is the work of the military. So wewe usiingizwe kwa mambo ya siasa ya William Ruto. Hata ukijaribu kusaidia William Ruto, pahali mambo yake imefika saa hii general, uweze kusaidia. Hiyo Ruto must go, si kusema ati atolewe ofisi kinyume ya sheria. No. Watu is a clarion call in preparation for the general election. Ruto atatolewa kikatiba na uchaguzi wa 2027.
In a country with a painful history of political instability, the sight of police and military officials taking sides isn't just unsettling, it is potentially explosive.
We love our policemen because hawa ni wazazi wetu. We love our policemen because hawa ni wazazi wetu. And since tulete wana polisi 100 years, hakuna mtu ameongeza mshahara yao. You only take from them. We want Ministry ya wana polisi waongeze mshahara na waongeze pesa na wasikatwe tax. Zero tax for policemen.
The Law Society of Kenya now wants Kanja to issue a public apology and stay away from any more political sing-alongs. And if he can't resist the urge to perform, they have just suggested he take the honorable exit, resign, and let someone else wear the uniform without picking a side. In the circumstances, the Law Society of Kenya demands an immediate public apology by the Inspector General for his conduct yesterday, which is unbecoming of the position he holds. We equally demand that Mr. Kanja forthwith withdraws and restrains from engaging in any political mobilization, rallies, and/or discourse, especially in his official capacity as the Inspector General of Police. We believe that the Inspector General's work is cut out for him and is too demanding to allow such unpalpable sideshows, lapses in judgment, and misplaced priorities. We urge Mr. Kanja to re-evaluate his tasks and do that which is required of him by the law and the people of Kenya. In the alternative, we invite Mr. Kanja to step aside from the position of Inspector General and allow the role to be occupied by an individual willing to serve all Kenyans without imposing their political biases on the people of Kenya. Read part of the statement.